So you guys get tokens, and tokens are supposed to grow in value. You'll say, great, Peter, you're telling us this all the time, but why are they going to grow in value? And here's what I got to say. So let me open up Paint. Why liquidity will drive anything, right? So I did say that once before, but again, I need to say this again and again and again, because that's what we sell and that's what we are doing. We're not here for 50% return. 50% return is for rookies. It's not even close. It's not even close to what we could get. So after the Second World War, there was a great country of the United States, the greatest country in the world right now, based on GDP per capita, based on the ideology, based on the freedom, based on the people following the law. The best country, or one of the best countries in the world. And how they positioned themselves to be that country, they acted very smart. The best bankers, the smartest financial thinkers of the planet, apparently. Well, some people say Rockefellers, etc. But what they did, they said every single country has to have USD foreign exchange reserves, FX reserves. And I said that guys to you before, right? So only 2 countries said no. One country was Soviet Union, and another country was Switzerland. Now, Soviet Union said no with Stalin. After Stalin, Soviet Union said yes. So now, United States obliged every single country in the world to use USD as a foreign exchange reserve, to have foreign exchange reserves. If you are to trade, if I'm Soviet Union and I'm here to trade with Germany, I don't know, something, corn or wheat, then I could do that by converting German marks to Russian rubles. Or US suggested something else. US said, nah, we're not gonna do this. What we're gonna do, Germany gotta convert marks to USD, Russia gotta convert rubles to USD, and then we gotta transact. So US, genius system, they created demand for USD by forcing everybody to use USD. By bribing some politicians, I'm pretty sure, by doing some negotiations, by offering certain contracts, by export-import contracts, by whatever, by allowing something. These guys did amazing, and they forced every country on the planet, except for Switzerland, pretty much, after Stalin, Soviet Union said yes, except for Switzerland, to use USD as a unit of, I can't afford the second one, basically as the smallest value of with which you get to measure everything, because all the prices for commodities were all priced in USD. That's how this financial market kind of started and flourished. So now US created this system of everybody using USD in the world, right? So therefore now everybody has to have USDs. And you would assume, okay, if there's so much United States dollars printed, probably the value of that has to go down. Well, that's not what happened. So they not only printed a lot, so they printed lots of USD, but the USD value also grew, right? So the supply of USD increased and the value increased as well. And how did that happen? So I came prepared. So before, I mean, they say that the 19th century is the century of the United Kingdom, well, of Britain, and the 20th century is the century of the United States. Look at this, right? So this is British pound to USD. So you see how $1 was, so number of US dollars it takes to buy 1 British pound. So in 1900s, it took $5 to buy 1 British pound. And then now it takes 1 point whatever, close to 2, to buy 1 British pound. $1, sorry, $1 to $2, 1.5 say dollars to buy 1 British pound. So the British pound dropped. You would say, okay, so if it dropped, if the circulation, chances are the circulation has to drop as well. No, the circulation went up dramatically. I could not find more data. I only found data between 1960s and 2015. This is the data from the Federal Reserve of the St. Louis. So you see how the currency circulation kind of like sporadically went up, and this is 1960s. I can only imagine what happened before 1960s. Crazy stuff. So your supply goes up and your value goes up. Why? Because you fucking tell everybody to use it. So you basically, why that was possible why the printed dollars went up and the USD value went up? Because they created demand. Therefore, they created liquidity. Because of liquidity, they were able to print more and also grow the value. Let me see the chat. There's a question. Big drop at the end of WW. Yeah. Well, Eric typed something. So that's what happened. And now, how is that related to us? Well, same thing. We are here, so you can say the boxes and 50% and AI God machine, which is all true. By the way, you have to really say AI God machine, not AI, because nobody knows how it's making all this money. But how is it related to us? It's related to us in the following fashion. We have our RAI tokens. Our RAI tokens, the whole point of our project is to raise liquidity. Liquidity goes up, volatility goes down, therefore adoption goes up of everything, Bitcoin, Litecoin is included, right? Therefore, the crypto value also grows. Value of crypto grows up as well. And not only value grows, but also, also the supply. So we can keep issuing RAI tokens, but RAI tokens will grow in value if this is successful. And that's what we are here to do. This is what we're here to do. We're here to raise liquidity dramatically, right? Now, obviously, we cannot tell people, hey, just join us because we want to raise liquidity.